Hi, this is Stacia, and it's time to play a training game on chess.com. So, I haven't played one in a few days, and I had a really bad tournament lately, to be honest with you all, where I scored point 0.5 out of 5. Yeah. Um, it's tough when you study a lot of chess and then you get a result like that. But I think the way I played in most of the games was good. And, sometimes time pressure gets me. It's mostly what happened. All right, but let's see if we can avoid that in this training game. Now, I'm dangerously close to going under 1700 again, which would be sad. But if it happens, it's okay, right? I will bounce back, and if not, I will learn in the process. Well, of course I'll bounce back. Of course I will. Okay, let's go back. Let's get a game. Now, it's actually midnight here, but I'm in the mood to play some chess. I was just doing some flashcard studying. Mostly took care of things tonight. Boring things like laundry, dishes, etc. Mostly etc. So, it's time for some chess, right? Let's play a training game and have a little fun. Yeah, so I'm 1715 at the moment. I think my highest rating on chess.com is just under 1750. So I guess what I really do need is a hot streak. And I don't know. I do feel like one is coming. I feel like one is coming. Okay, what's going on? I'm not getting a game, which is unusual. Cancel it and try again. Usually I get games in the 1510 pool. Okay, we have a game, and it's against someone rated 1892. Yikes, that's pretty high for me. But let's see what we get. So they're playing a Khan. Okay, I play the exchange variation so that I can get c4, the Panov attack. Now, I think probably the best move is, yeah, like e6 or knight f6. So here I go knight c3. I don't want to prolificate. Is that a word? I'm not sure if that's the word I was looking for. In the opening too much. Let's see what kind of position we get. So here the main line is bishop to b4, which I've faced in a real tournament before. Yeah, and I haven't faced it in a while. So what is the move? I mean, bishop d2 looks natural. Is that what I do? I think I'm supposed to take on d5. I take on d5, they take with a knight. Is what normally happens. I feel like they could take with a queen, but that might incite some trades after bishop d2. And if they take with a pawn, it's isolated. I'm pretty happy. This has got to be the move. One last thing. If they take the knight, I take with the b pawn. That actually will improve my structure, which is an isolated queen's pawn. So if they take here and take back, it's actually slightly better to have the hanging pawns. Okay, so now bishop d2 is probably warranted, which is pretty much what I think. The reason we took there is because we want to play bishop d3 soon, but we don't want to lose the tempo if they capture. It's usually a d pawn opening thing, but it's a thing in this opening. So bishop to d2, I'm pretty sure is the move. Bishop d2 takes. Yeah, that's all fine. Let's do this move. my d pawn is defended by the knight on f3. If they capture on c3, I'll defend it with a pawn. Then my plan is bishop d3, castles, rook e1 is the thing. And then Panov middle games are very rich, and I wish this is a longer time control game all of a sudden, because yeah, Panov attacks have very rich middle games. And sometimes you need to find moves that keep the initiative, otherwise you're worse. And other times you can play lazy moves and they're actually correct. So we'll have to see what happens here. I think that is the main line. So usually the bishop comes to f6. It's pretty annoying there. So what's my idea? Bishop g3, castles, rook e1, bishop f6. Attacking my pawn. It seems awfully familiar, so I'm going to play this way. If they castle, I castle. If knight c6. Probably a castle. There is knight b4, so castles, knight b4. Can I go bishop to b1 there? Yeah, I think so. Let's castle. Castle's rook e1. All the moves I'm playing are automatic so far. I probably don't have to think to play them, but in these rapid games, I do check what I'm doing instead of just blitzing them out. That's probably why I end up in time pressure. So rook e1, am I worried about anything? Knight b4, I think I have bishop e1 there. I shouldn't be too worried about that. Yeah, let's do this. Knight f6. Okay, that's kind of weird, because usually the bishop goes to f6. Just a little bit passive. Now let's find the most active continuations, because usually those are best. So I would think about knight e5. I would think about knight e4. Knight e4 is probably good. Always have to think about d5. Always have to worry about this pawn in general. So probably the reason he went knight f6 is he wants to take it. So he's got two attackers on it now. So am I going to do something about that? Good question. So probably I should move the bishop on d2. Because then if they take on d4, you know, I can trade down and then win the queen. So it actually will be tactically defended. So bishop f4 and bishop g5 are coming to mind. It's probably justified because he moved his knight 3 times. So I can move my bishop twice, right? I mean, bishop g5, it doesn't pin anything, so do I want to play bishop f4? On the other hand, I might have play against h7 later. So bishop g5, I could take the knight, and try to get like a bishop e1, queen d3 going, or queen c2 or something, like a battery. But bishop f4, bishop f4, bishop g6. Could I go bishop e5 there? Or just take knight e4? Okay. Bishop f4, bishop g5. Don't think too long. Well, bishop f4 is a nice square for the bishop. And sometimes the bishop comes to e5. Some people put the bishop on e3 in these isolated queen pawn positions, but that is not desirable. We need to be active. That's sort of the point. Like, let's be active and then push d5. If we do that, we're in good shape. And if we don't, then our pawn structure is worse, you know, and then everything trades down and we're worse. In fact, black usually will just flat out win the d pawn. So that's the battle right now. It's all about this pawn here. I'm saying I'm more active, I have more open lines. That justifies my pawn being on d4. That seems awfully slow to me. So, what is that? Well, I do like rook c1 here. It might seem lazy, but if he's trying to go b5, he might be going b5, b4, which doesn't really scare me, to be honest. But b5 would undefend the knight, so rook c1 would give me discoveries. Okay, I don't think I can go d5 because d5 takes... Can I go d5? d5, if he takes it. And I take with a knight, and he takes with a knight. That's the end of the story. So I don't like that. So rook c1, is there anything else? Maybe bishop to e4. If knight takes, knight takes. If knight to e4. Rook c1, b5. I might be able to go d5 there, I'm not sure. Because d5 takes. If knight takes, I take the knight. I'm just going to play rook c1. This has a couple points to it too also. Maybe I can now tuck my bishop away so the pawn will be defended and I have access to the d3 square. I can put my queen there and create a battery. I love the bishop e1, queen d3 plan in the Panov. It's often a thing. Sometimes it's best and sometimes it isn't. We'll just have to see what happens here. Like, as of now, he still has a knight before resource. If he does that, we'll go bishop e1. Okay. Yeah, I don't get that. Like, bishop e1 and I'm threatening a3. I don't see any reason why I can't do that. Maybe I can go bishop e4 even. No, I don't think so. I'm not going to think about that move. It's just screaming to be played. Okay, b5. So I guess he's going to reroute his knight to d5. I think that was the point of this. Now, that rook is undefended in the corner. Can I get to it? a3, knight d5, queen d3. Doesn't really do anything. Actually, it does. I would lose my bishop, right? So, a3, knight d5, bishop e5. He's gonna go bishop e7. Okay. Well, bishop e4 now comes with tempo. Bishop e4, knight takes, knight takes. Yeah, I'm gonna play a3. All right, I gotta get serious here and stop delaying. So my bishop's attacked. I would love to play bishop c7, but knight takes. And if I take the knight, he can take with the queen. And I don't have bishop e4 because of knight takes e4. So it feels like I'm a little bit... Feels like I'm a move away from these tactics working. I feel like bishop e5 is like the normal move. I don't think knight takes knight is the worst thing ever, is it? Let's say knight takes, then bishop e5. Okay, I'm going to go with my instinct and play this move. I feel like I've studied similar positions where this is correct, so I'll just do it. So bishop e7. Okay. Well, that bishop is undefended there. So knight e4 looks kind of interesting. Knight e4, if he takes, I take with a bishop. It does pin the knight. And otherwise, Does open the rook at least. Okay, I'm tempted to play it. My d-pawn seems defended enough. At least for now. Wow, I'm just gonna lose on time like I often do, aren't I? Okay, let's do this. So I'm gonna have to play like a blitz game now. So sorry if I don't commentate, but maybe you guys are cheering for me. Or maybe you're mad at me. Because I'm mad at myself. It's like, why do I just let my clock tick down? Okay, let's make some quick decisions, right? And look for candidate moves. Okay, rook c1. Rook c8. The knight is pinned. Can I do anything about that? Kind of like queen d3 here. Queen d3 makes some sense. Tempo on h7. If g6 or h6, we have made a little bit of progress. If knight f6, I, take the bishop. So g6, okay. Not sure what to do with that yet. There is no h4. Kind of like h3, knight h2, but is that too slow? If I do that, there's bishop g5. I guess I trade rooks in that case. F5 could be coming. That's okay if it does. Okay, there's bishop f6. He definitely wants to trade. Okay, so if I take, he takes with a queen. So maybe I trade rooks first. Because then he has to take with a bishop, right? Which seems awkward. So let's do that. Then maybe I take the knight. And then at least his pawn structure is the same as mine. Although he'll have two bishops. Yeah, he has to take with the bishop. Right? Then do I have rook c1? Because well, probably not. I don't know. I like this move. I'm just going to do it. The downside is it opens up his bishop, so maybe it's not that great. Yeah, in hindsight, I'm not sure about that move, but let's keep going. It's a game. It's a game for sure. After pawn takes, I could play bishop takes, queen takes, knight e5. Could do that. I'm not sure about that though. My queen defends h3, which is kind of nice. Okay, let's jump in. He has to cover d7. Okay, I didn't expect that move. Probably should have. Can I go queen c3? No, because there's rook c8. Okay, what about queen f3? Threatening g4. So I guess he should unpin the queen. I might play knight g4 soon. Suppose I gotta keep watch on my pawn though. Okay, so he goes there. So if I go g4, so what about queen f4? I better watch out for threats. I want to play g4, but it's weakening, so, you know, bishop e6, and the bishop's not great, but it's defending that. I'd love to get that in, but I don't think that's happening. So he does it by himself. So queen h6, does that do anything? I don't think so. Queen f6. I could probably play h4 here. What about rook c1? Because I'm pretty sure that his rook would come to c8. Pretty sure about that. Wow, Queen F6 threatens Knight D7. Kind of wish I would have played that now. So he does that move. What does that do? Oh god, I'm so low on time. Okay. I'll probably take with a pawn if he takes and play b4, if I can. I don't think he'll take. Yeah, he's stopping b4. Okay, what about this ending? If he takes with a queen, do I want this ending? I'm not sure. But he doesn't want it, so it's all good. My D pawn is definitely overworked. Something to keep in mind. I should have went queen c6. Kind of like that a little better. But, Okay, no need to pre-move. Takes, takes. I'm threatening knight e7 and the pawn. But can he get away? Maybe. Yeah, actually, he can, well, he has to defend the bishop, right? So it's a pretty threatening move. I was thinking about this, too. And I don't even have to take the bishop right away if he unguards f7. That would be nice. Don't think that's going to happen. I think he'll trade. I'm not sure if that's right. Thought I could try this. Am I going up a pawn? Because if so, right, like here, here, how does he defend it? I don't see a way. Okay, let's take the pawn. Oh, great. I lost it anyway. Yeah, I don't want to check, I don't think. I don't love this. Okay, here, if check. King d2. What I need is a fork. But he has a lot of time on his clock. But if I can't get a fork, I need to protect this. So I guess my king being there would be nice. I also need my pawns on dark squares. Okay, his king has no good moves. Okay, so the bishop went there. I probably have to play h4. Takes my pawn, I take his pawn. He said nope, he doesn't want to do that. Okay. I don't know if, I mean, I don't think he can take it. Maybe he can. No, he doesn't want to take it. Okay. Do I want to go knight a3 and b5? Seems like my knight doesn't have squares after that. Check. Okay. I was kind of afraid of that. Can't move my king, it's annoying. Okay. I'm scared. Alright, come on. If he pushes the pawn, I have knight e3. That knight's guarding. Okay, so he's gonna do that. Alright, let's go here. Hmm. So I go there, he pushes. I go there, he pushes again. I go there. I think it's a draw, but given that I don't have a whole lot of time, who knows? Now I'm going to get a pawn back, which is what I thought. At least I hope so. G5 doesn't work. If the bishop moves, I take on d3. And he might be thinking about bishop b7. Yeah. That move's interesting. Okay. So if I take this pawn, he takes this pawn. It's a pretty good move, I think. He wants to put his bishop here where it will defend everything, but he might get in zugzwang there or something. I'm not sure. But if here, I do not think that move's possible because I take and I run. Okay. Oh. I think I have to do that. Oh my God, I'm scared. That's probably a blunder. Probably is. He takes, I take. Yeah, these are the moments where, you know, it's a critical moment and I have 20 seconds. He also has this move. Here, there, 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 there. He takes it. Damn it. Can probably just push the pawn, right? Push here. Push. I'm done for. I lost. I fought hard. I let the clock get me. So that's a fork. He's going to take my knight. And then take everything. All right. Good game. Well, the good news is I'm still over 1710 because he was so much higher rated, almost 1900 player. But let's all right, let's just glance through and see what the critical moments were. I'm pretty sure that they came at the end, right? Maybe I'll just skip to the end. Yeah, and like deep in or early on in the end game, I was low in time. I think I played well for the most part. And then I think all of this was fine. Yeah, maybe right here, because bishop b7 is a clever move. And I didn't see it coming until I had already moved. Now I think that move's correct. I missed his idea to trap my knight. So bishop d5 is what I really missed. I thought he was going to go bishop e4. So yeah, and I just missed that idea entirely. So if I can't take that pawn though, then am I just worse? It's a good question. Or can I go knight e7? Because knight e7, g5. Takes. It's... Oh, knight e7, g5. I would just take on f5. So I think knight e7, bishop e4, and then I take. And then bishop d5. Wait, knight e7. No, I would take on g6. So I think knight e7 is the critical move that I had to find. That is my assessment. After this, everything was bad. That's why I played bad moves. Because I couldn't find anything better. Now, I could be wrong about that. But, well, I guess let's look really quickly. After this and this, my knight is trapped. And I'm kind of in zigzagging. I'm kind of wondering about h5 here. Is that a move? h5. Like h5. He probably has to take it. h5 takes, I take here, check. Oh, that looks a lot better than what happened in the game. So after h5, what could he do? Can he go... Oh, h5 looks challenging. Maybe h5 is winning for all I know. All right, well, instead I played this, so maybe g4 is like a game-losing blunder. And I played it with not much time on my clock. Yeah, I must have been down to 10 seconds because it doesn't show increment. Yeah. All right, so this move I think is just horrible. And I knew it was, but I couldn't think of anything else to do. Like, what should I do then? I mean, probably G4 just loses, I think. Okay, well, let's look at the game a little bit. I'm gonna go fly through the book moves. Okay, I was right about pawn takes and that. Okay. Now, I thought bishop d3 is also a book move. Yeah, it is. Wow, not many games in this position. It's kind of surprising. Because this is basically a mainline move. Okay, well, oh, maybe bishop e7 is not the main line. Oh, yeah, it's knight c6. So normally it would go knight c6, bishop d3, castle, castle. Always good to review the main line. Then bishop e7, and now a3 is the best move. Yeah, and well, it's only because of this particular line that you can play a slow move like this. Because a lot of positions in the Panov, you can't, from what I've seen. All right, but in the game, all these moves. Okay, bishop f4 is okay. Bishop g5 is better, I guess. No, computer likes bishop f4. Rook c1 was good. Thought it was. Yeah. Yeah, I liked his idea. I actually didn't see that the point of knight b4 was to pivot into the d5 square. That's kind of nice. I guess all these moves are good. Okay, I was really wondering what to do here. I guess bishop e5 is good. Also, knight takes d5 and queen d3. All right, I thought if knight takes d5, I thought he would take here. And after queen d3, I thought he would just go back. Oh, maybe we have d5 there. Not so sure about that, but it's possible. This is hit, but we have queen c2 or queen d3 if we want. Queen c2 I would be scared to play because I don't want this to happen. And yet it's the best move. But I guess black has to play g6 now. And then we go bishop h6. Ooh, tempo on the rook. Rook e8. And now knight to e5. Now this could be played. Now I should get my queen off of c2 because rook c8 is coming. And the computer likes queen d2 here, protecting the bishop. Or queen e4, pinning the knight. Okay, so that is a better way to play. And I do agree with that. I like when I get in the g6, bishop h6 thing. I've had that in other games. Probably blitz games, mostly. So here that's possible, but you have to play this and see that queen d3 is okay because they cannot take your bishop because of mate. I did not see that. Well, I was already down to 6 minutes here. Ridiculous. Okay, I've got to play faster. I always say that, but why can't I get it through my thick skull to just play the opening fast? And I guess I just love chess too much. That's the thing. So, yeah, in this moment, black actually is better after this move. He can take on e4. which I think he did. Yeah, he did. So I guess black's better here now. Now queen d3 is the tempo. Okay, it's an equal position. Wow, it wants h4 here, really. So I thought h4 wasn't possible because of this. Oh, check that out. Okay, but if we take, wow, are we seriously winning? How? Okay, if we take that, and they take with a bishop, what's the big deal? You know what it is? Black can't afford to give up the dark squares. I think that's the point. Like this move, and if they take back, they're gonna get killed on the dark squares. That's the point of this. What a cool idea. So you can play h4 because of that, because black needs this bishop. So they can't even give up a pawn, or they can't take a pawn and give up that bishop. That is so fascinating, isn't it? That should be a flashcard. Okay. So they played here, and that's a mistake, I guess. And I should take the rook, which I did. And now, wow, I played this part right. Yeah, those moves felt right to me. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, it likes this too, and white's better. And all right, so white's better now, but okay, it likes that move. Now, yeah, it doesn't like queen f3 the most because it hangs that pawn, and then he immediately attacked it. Oh, wow, I didn't even see this? Are you serious? I didn't even see I could take the pawn. Oh my god. I had a minute. I should find that. Okay. Can't blame anybody but myself on that one. All right. Queen here. I was so focused on that fork on d7 that I didn't see I could grab the pawn. Okay, rook there, seizing the file. Likes my rook outpost. Likes that. Doesn't like trading. So what should I do here instead? You know, maybe queen c3. Nope, computer wants queen f4. Move I don't understand. Or g4. Okay, this is still better for white. Yeah, it liked queen c6 right away, which is what I liked too. Oh, again, I could take a pawn again. Yeah, for all my flashcards and my deep ideas, I've got to learn to like take stuff. I've got to learn to see free pawns and take them, and well, that's a good lesson for me. That's a good lesson. So I probably shouldn't think as deeply as I do and just keep my eyes open for easier stuff. That's a good idea for me, because who cares if I see some 5-move plan if I don't see queen takes pawn. Okay, you gotta see queen takes pawn. Luckily, the computer likes this too. I did see the queen trade is good. Now this part got dicey because, okay, so that's a blunder because I probably can't allow king e4. So do I have to play f3? Yeah, I do. We cannot allow this because that king gets in and takes the pawn. Like knight c2 doesn't work, right? It doesn't work. So now black's a little better, which is what I would expect in this position, because the bishop can fight on both sides of the board and the knight has a harder time doing that. Okay, now let's see if I was right about this. These conclusions. Okay, moment of truth. I think knight e7. Okay, that move first. Here. That's fine. Wow, am I totally wrong? So I thought knight e7 right here. Okay, it made top 3. But it says this is totally fine because when they play here, here's that h5 move I was talking about. And it's just a draw, but it's the only drawing move. So this is the epitome of what you call a critical moment in chess, where you've got to find the right move or you lose. And having 20 seconds on my clock for the critical moment of the game is why I lost, I think. I think I could find h5. I found it after the game. I probably would have played knight e7 though. So let's look at that. Knight e7. He could play h5. Now I thought I would take here. King e4. Yeah. He's going here. That's pretty annoying, actually. What would I do? You have to just grab more pawns. If he comes here, we take and defend it. But then he can attack our knight, right? So bishop e4. Attack that knight. I come here, I'm sure. This is going to be a draw. All the pawns are liquidating. Yeah, in fact, oh, king g3 at once. I thought this is going like this. Okay, I'm clearly getting tired, but I guess this is a draw because I don't have any pawns. Okay. Alright, I guess we figured out what happened though. I had to play h5 here, and okay, I said this is the game-losing blunder. It's not as bad as I thought it was. So after here, I still have h5, which I played. Yeah, but this looks bad. Okay, it likes black here. Oh, I have to play knight takes g4 now is the only move. So how would that go? Knight takes g4, bishop takes knight, pawn takes pawn. So we're going to run this pawn. And I mean, okay. Why can't the bishop go here? Where's that move? I'm confused. What's going on here? Like, if that, knight e5. I get that we're gonna check the king and take the pawn if it moves. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna find that with 20 seconds left. It actually said black's better anyway. Now that's just a blunder because this pawn race does not work for me. And we had checkmate. All right, and the final thing, we'll just look at the report. And Wow. Even with 4 mistakes, they had 96.8% accuracy. I had 3 blunders, 2 inaccuracies. Wow, and probably all my blunders were in the end. So, well, you know, this is kind of how my games have been going lately. I usually play pretty well and even outplay stronger players. Then I get in time pressure. So, but this is encouraging that I basically outplayed this nearly 1900 player on chess.com. And then at this moment, when I had 20 seconds left, I lost the thread. Okay, key moments. I never want to stop analyzing, can you tell? Okay, last book move. So we've analyzed the game now, and now I like going back and seeing if... Okay, yep, I knew that was a good move. This is a turning point. Yeah, all my blunders were in the end. Okay, yep, this is F3. We got to keep the king out. F3 was winning, isn't that crazy? So I missed the winning move. Wow, it comes all the way to this point, and then I have to take here, I guess. Oh wait, it says this critical move. Now take here, which I do not understand. We allow this, we play knight e5, and then we have this knight f3 check resource. And that's going to result in a draw, I guess, because the bishop can never defend the pawn on f4. That's a little too deep. I had easier stuff way earlier. But there you go. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I'm actually, after looking at all that, I'm pretty happy with the game. Not happy about my time management, but what else is new? So I actually have the idea to start a new series where I do like a John Bartholomew style session, like use the clock as a weapon. I don't know if you've seen his videos like that, but basically I'll give my points for beating people on the clock, like just staying ahead on the clock. And whether I win or lose the game, I don't care. But it will be a way to train myself to pay attention to time. So maybe I'll start that series. Let me know if you guys would be interested in a series like that. I could play like 5-5 blitz games, maybe like 5-minute, 5-second blitz games that are slow enough that you can't just fling your pieces anywhere without thinking, but fast enough that I won't be able to take my time. Anyway, I think that's enough, and if you made it this far, kudos to you. Okay, thanks, and see you next time.